Are you tired of slow internet while camping, traveling, or living in a rural area? Today, we are going to do a detailed breakdown of everything to do with Starlink Standard. I am going to go into the unboxing, device setup, application setup, and a few tips and tricks that I've learned using this service. You're most welcome to watch the full video, or I'll link the chapters in the description below so you can jump onto the section that you're interested in to see if it really delivers high-speed internet Elon Musk promised, especially for families like ours who love camping. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Chai and Camper. We are all about making family camping easier and more fun. And part of it is staying connected when you're off the grid. Whether it's working remotely, keeping the kids entertained, or streaming a movie at night, reliable internet can make a big difference. So let's start with what comes in the box. And inside you will find the satellite receiver, which is huge, as you can see here, and the router and a bunch of cables that will connect the device to. It's a pretty compact package and everything feels solid and well built. Before we move on, here are a few tips I've learned that can save you time and money when managing your Starlink account. If you only camp during certain months, you don't need to pay the full amount year-round. Starlink lets you put your account in standby mode, which means you only pay $5 a month for low-speed internet, which is pretty neat. When you're traveling across regions, check the coverage map in the app. It helps you confirm service before setting up your dish. And finally, keep an eye on the performance tab. If the speed drops, sometimes moving the dish a few feet away from the trees can make all the difference. Setup is simpler than you might expect. Once you plug in the cables, the dish powers up and automatically starts finding satellites. The first one to connect is this Ethernet wire that goes into the dish, connects into this router, just like so. We will connect the power supply wire into the router, like so. There are two wires that are connected to the router, one into the power supply, the other one into the main receiver. This is the power cable that goes into the power supply, which we will connect into the electric socket. You don't need to aim it manually. The app guides you through everything. Within a few minutes, we had a strong connection. Before I get into the application setup, please post any questions in the comments below and I will answer them as best as I can. Of course, before you can use Starlink, you'll need to create an account and activate your service. The good news is it's quick and you can do everything from your phone. First, download the Starlink app from the App Store or Google Play. Then create your account by entering an email and password. When you open the app, at the bottom you will see three options. The first option is to check for obstructions. If this is not your initial setup, you can use this option. The second option is to place an order with Starlink. The last option, which we will do today, is Start Setup. When you click on that, the app asks you to select your kit. We will go ahead and click on Standard, but the same process would apply if you had the other kits. This is where the app will help you find the best position for your dish. If you are lucky and found a spot with a clear sky, please click on that option. Otherwise, click on the check for obstructions. The app will ask you for access to your camera. If you click allow, the camera turns on and guides you through the process of scanning for obstructions. The white dots help guide you through the full coverage of what's above. The app will take a few moments to compile the results to present the view of the sky along with any obstructions. At the top, this also shows an estimation of what the speeds may be like for different activities. You have the option to try again or accept the results and set up where you are, which is what we will do at this time. The next screen is Starlink's attempt to sell you more products in the shape of mounts for this dish. We will click the continue with the kickstand option since in my humble opinion, that is more than enough for our camping needs. Please make sure your dish is plugged into an electric socket before you click on this screen. Next up is connecting to Wi-Fi, which should appear in your settings in a few moments. Once that's connected, come back to the app and select an option to find devices on the local network. I will click Allow. As you can see, your device is now connected with your Starlink dish. At this time, the app will go through a few important steps to provide the best service. While this is happening, we will move forward with activating our dish. Click on Activate Starlink. It will take you to the browser, which will try and load the Starlink website. However, the problem is that we are connected to a Wi-Fi that does not have any service yet, so the site will not load no matter how often you try. I was lucky that I was in an area where I had good cell service, so I switched over to my phone's 5G to complete the activation. Once you reload the page, it will give you the option to create a new account or use an existing one. Since I had already created the account using my email, I will select the existing account. The next screen provides you with the option to select the service you want to use. If you want to use it at home, please select the residential option. If you're going to use it while traveling or camping like us, you can select the room option. The other options are business, land mobility, and maritime. Please choose the one that best describes your situation. Once you have entered the payment details, your subscription is active. The Starlink app is straightforward. It shows your signal strength, connected devices, and even alerts you if something is blocking your dish. For campers like us, surrounded by trees, this is really helpful because it tells you exactly when you need to make an adjustment. I have used Starlink up and down the East Coast without any problems. Whether it was upstate New York, rural Pennsylvania, Northern Virginia, the Carolinas, or Georgia, Starlink delivers high-speed, reliable internet. In my next video, I'll do a detailed side-by-side comparison between Starlink Standard and Starlink Mini. So make sure you hit that subscribe button if you don't want to miss that. As always, thanks for watching.